Everybody's got an opinion. Every Californian and Virginian. It's so hard to tell who to trust and who to ignore. Someone's gotta settle the score. Trey and Chelsey will help you choose whose views win, which ones lose. Online haters are coming for you. Baby, it's time to review the review.
Hello.
Well, hello, and welcome once again to Review That Review. We are the podcast that is dedicated to reviewing
Reviews.
That's Chelsey Dawn.
And that's Trey Gerald.
But together, you can call us
The Review Queens.
here at Review That Review. We believe in balance. The good, the bad, the kvetchy. So it is only fair that we take a quick little moment up top to kvetch it out. Chelsey, would you like to?
Lodge a complaint.
I would try. I would like to lodge a complaint. Actually, I need to lodge a complaint, but I think first I'm going to need to transfer you to another department before you can lodge the... Wait, no. Actually, let's transfer you back to that initial department, and then you can lodge the... No. Actually, there's a third department that you should have been. I don't know why they transferred you to that other department before, because they should have actually transferred you to this third department. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know why they would have done that to begin with. Let me transfer you to the third department. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what you need? You need that first department that you originally... No, get it together. I cannot stand a never-ending customer service loop. Who is it that I'm supposed to talk to? I literally was doing this the other day with like my doctor and the pharmacy, and like I was coordinating things, and they kept like transferring me all over, and then I'm like, no. This is where I'm supposed to be. And I had to like insist that they not transfer me out, stay on the phone with them, give them like a whole list of information as to why this was the proper department before they actually looked up my information, and then they were like, oh yeah, you're right. Actually, that person does work here. Let me transfer you over there. What the F?
Angry.
It's so angry. Why? Why does this keep happening?
It's a very good complaint. I feel like incompetence, I have a very low threshold for.
Yeah, same.
And anytime you have to call customer service, it always feels like you're just like the ball in a tennis match. Like you're just being batted around.
Oh my God.
No one actually wants to deal with you. I try to avoid customer service as much as possible.
I know.
Especially when there is that whole like, oh, I don't know why you were sent here. It's like,
oh my God.
I don't either. I'd rather you not even say it. Don't even say it.
Don't even say it. Because then what? I'm supposed to think you're my hero? Like, what are you, Mariah Carey? All of a sudden, you're my hero. And I'm supposed to be like thanking you for being the one person with a brain when it turns out, nope, not you either. Not you either.
I don't know her.
Good
complaint.
My God. Thank you.
You want to jump into an online review?
Let's do it.
Well, before we do, hello, hi. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you. Will you please click the like button? Also hit that subscribe button.
Yes, please. And leave a comment. We love hearing from you.
Yes.
Go ahead. Do it.
Thanks. All right, let's do a review. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Review That Review.
As your trusty review queens, we bring in internet reviews that we feel need to be inspected.
We read you a review, then we break it down together, rating the impact of that review on a scale from 0 to 5 crowns. It's a very regal process that we call
Assess That Kvetch.
And it's your turn this week, Trey. Let us know. What have you brought in for us?
All right.
Okay.
Chelsey, I'm very curious. When you think about New York City.
Okay.
And you think about television shows.
Yes.
Are there any television shows where it felt like New York City was like a main character of the show?
Seinfeld.
Yes.
Sex and the City.
Ding, 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 ding.
Friends. Okay.
Now, uniquely, Seinfeld and Friends were both filmed not in New York.
You're right.
But
Sex
good
and the City
old
was.
Sex and the City was.
Yes.
Now, when you think about Sex and the City, let's say you're a sweet gal who lives in Minneapolis and you feel like you are Carrie and Samantha and
Is this the Sex and the City tour?
No.
Okay. I got really excited for a second.
If you were planning a trip to New York.
Yeah.
And as part of the Sex and the City tour.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, but you were going to create your own, what are some institutions from Sex and the City that have become infamous and famous from Sex and the City?
I feel like Magnolia Bakery.
Ding, 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 ding. Today, you and I are going to be rating and reviewing a 1-star Yelp review for Magnolia Bakery.
Ooh, very good. I do like Magnolia. Well, certain things about it.
Okay, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
There was actually a spinoff of Sex and the City. It
Just
was called,
like
that. Before that. It was called
The Carrie Diaries. And
yours,
you were on that.
Yours truly was on The Carrie Diaries.
That's right.
Where I had to tell a teenage Carrie that her friend was dying of AIDS. Thank you.
Oh, Martin. Hey. That out.
If anyone wants an autograph, I'm here.
I was going to say, and the Golden Globe goes to
me.
Trey Gerald for The Carrie Diaries.
Okay, here we go. So, if anyone doesn't know, if you don't know Magnolia Bakery, fair. But if you don't know Sex and the City, I don't know how you are in the review atmosphere, to be fair.
I don't know how you found yourself here.
Correct. But
let us know in the comments.
But yeah, so Magnolia Bakery existed, but totally popped off because the girls would go there on the show. So there are 4 or 5 locations actually in the city, which I didn't even realize. My favorite hilarious one is there's actually one in the Grand Central Terminal. And that's actually where this one is coming from. So
I feel like there's so many things at Grand Central. Every time I come into Grand Central, I'm like, and there's a Zabar's here?
Yes, right?
You know, there's just so many things down there.
There's that famous oyster bar that's down there too. Which is so weird.
I think they're just people come to New York and they're like, you know what? You could just stay here. We got it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. So Magnolia Bakery, 1-star Yelp review. This is actually written by Chef Earth E. And they have 397 reviews on Yelp.
Wow. Okay.
And they've included 563 images.
Okay. Do we have an image here?
We do not.
Oh.
I know. This was written over 4 years ago when I screenshotted this, which was probably 2 years ago.
Okay.
Here we are. Chef Earthy's 1-star Yelp review for Magnolia. I would give 0 stars if I could.
Mm-hmm.
I have been eating Magnolia banana pudding for over 10 years. Los Angeles, and mostly NY. Today, I was at Grand Central Terminal and got a medium banana pudding, basically. It was whipped cream with a lot puff air. Maybe a half vanilla wafer and whole container and a few bits, and I mean tiny bits of banana.
Mm-hmm.
Rip off! What a joke!
$7 whipped cream? And not even organic? Barely tasted the banana. So upset. The cupcakes shrunk years ago, and the recipe changed years ago. So I stopped eating them, as they are not the same as years ago. And they taste like chemicals now. So don't bother with bad cupcakes, I would say to friends. Get the banana pudding. It's the best. Well, today you ruined the last good thing you have on menu. Sadly, I am sure you don't care. Magnolia Bakery is a corporation and not a good bakery. In New York, there are a zillion really good cupcake shops and bakeries that still take pride in what they make. So long, Magnolia Bakery. I will make my own pudding now. I will go elsewhere for cupcakes with a whole box of vanilla wafers and make it organic, as well as organic whipped cream and organic bananas. It's easy. And you will have the magic that long ago existed with the old Magnolia. Once upon a time. DIY banana pudding. Recipe online. Okay. So everyone watching on YouTube, you can see how this is formatted, but just so you can see why I read it the way that I read it, I think Chef Earthy really, really is into hitting that enter button.
Oh wow. Yeah. So it's a lot of, it's like an E.E. Cummings poem or something like that.
Which now that I look at it, because this is a chef, like when I first found this review, I didn't clock that the name is chef, but like to be like, I'm making my own now is so funny. But like if you're a chef, you're not a baker, it's different. But like it looks visually like a recipe to me with all these spaces and these enters.
I mean, okay, interesting. Because I was going to say recipe online, was it like linked to their website or something? But like, am I just supposed to search for Chef Earth E banana pudding recipe? I mean, recipe online where? Are they just saying Google making your own banana pudding?
I think it could be either of those scenarios. Either they're trying to pimp themselves out, or I think they're saying there are DIY banana pudding recipes online.
I'm gonna look.
But why is there an enter in between?
I don't know.
Also, like,
it's like a menu, maybe.
Like off of like just going through, like the spelling grammar on this is wild. Like it's legible, but it's just a very specific style. And I don't know if that's like, I don't know if Chef Earthy is like an older person or I don't understand how, like, if you look at today, I was at Grand Central Terminal, no caps anywhere, and got a medium, enter, banana, enter, capital P pudding. Like, I don't understand. And then it's like, basically, enter, it was whipped cream. Like, what?
But maybe it's because they want to like you read it. They want to tell you like how to like, I got a medium banana pudding.
Well, it makes sense.
Not vanilla pudding. I got a medium banana pudding. Like, it's just like, it's really...
Well, it reads that way later where it says, ripoff. What a joke. $7 whipped cream. Not even organic. Like, I get that.
Yeah, like it's like Jan Brady, like, I don't know. Remember when she like goes crazy?
Yes.
Wasn't RuPaul in the Brady Bunch movie?
She was in both of them. Moesha.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, sorry for that. I digress.
At the beginning, you said only certain things. So what are your things about 100% Magnolia?
The bread pudding. Like, I always found the Magnolia cupcakes to be way too sweet. Like, it's not even that there was so much frosting. There was like a lot of frosting on the cupcake, but the frosting itself, I remember being like, wow, this is like a cavity in a frosting. Like, it was like saccharine, horrible, too sweet for me. But the bread pudding was delicious. Pudding? I'm sorry.
You said that twice.
Did I?
Yeah.
I like bread pudding too, but I meant, but the banana pudding, it was delicious. That's like so upsetting to me because I was in college, we were in college around the same time. So like around 2009, 2008, I was going and getting this banana pudding for my birthday and stuff. And it was like a decadent treat. Like, oh my God, the Magnolia. But in fact, I actually bought the Magnolia cookbook just because I wanted to have the recipe of this banana pudding. Like,
well, I'll tell you, as a Southern person, banana pudding is like when you go to a Chinese buffet in South Carolina, they have 6 little things of dessert, and it's always banana pudding. Like, that's how serious banana pudding is in the South. You will always find Nilla wafer banana pudding. It is like a thing. So Magnolia like took it up to like the stratosphere. So much so that when my sister had her first baby shower, I was actually living in LA. It was when Chelsey and I met each other. And there is a Magnolia Bakery in West Hollywood. Is it West Hollywood? No.
I think it's Beverly
It's over
Hills,
there
West Hollywood, something.
Near that
I don't
breakfast place. It doesn't matter. And I organized it being delivered to Charlotte, North Carolina for her baby shower. And it was such a hit because obviously that's the right demographic, is like these girls that are having babies that like are in their 30s, like baby shower is going to be Magnolia. But I'll tell you, this is some real tea. Anyone that's listening, if you ever go to New York, go to Magnolia like for the nostalgia and whatever. But there is a rival company. I wouldn't even call them rival. There's another bakery. It's called Billy's Bakery. There's about 4 of Billy, like the killer in Scream 1, Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Billy's Bakery. There's 3 or 4 of them. Their banana pudding is so much better.
Really?
I can't even describe it. Also, their cupcakes are not disgusting. They also are vegan friendly. Magnolia doesn't do anything. They don't accommodate any allergies at all. They don't do anything at all, which part of me is like, that's kind of badass. But it's also like, what? Like, we're in a culture of like they don't even do a nut allergy version. So like, they don't accommodate, which we're going to circle back to. But check out Billy's. Okay. But yeah, the banana pudding is, I live and die. If I'm going to go to Magnolia, I'm going to get banana pudding. I'm not trifling with any of those cupcakes.
It's not vegan, the pudding. The banana pudding is not vegan.
Nothing at Magnolia is vegan.
No, you're saying the Bills. The Bills is banana pudding.
I don't know why you keep cutting off the lie.
Billy's banana pudding is not vegan.
No, I'm sure that it's not. No, because there's egg.
Yeah.
But they have vegan options. Sorry, Magnolia doesn't accommodate any specialty. They don't have any
nothing on the menu.
They don't do anything at all to accommodate anyone who has any issue.
Right.
Whereas Billy's has options.
Right.
Okay, so
I mean, this is personally upset. Like, I'm getting riled up because when did you say this review was written?
Over 4 years ago.
Over 4 years ago, but still, I'm trying to think of the last time that I had like banana pudding from Magnolia, and it was probably like pre-pandemic. So that has got to be over 5 years ago. And if this is what has become of Magnolia bread pudding, why do I keep doing that? If this is what has become of Magnolia banana pudding, I am very upset.
And I will say that a lot of the reviews talk about a decline, which I don't know.
I wonder if they sell to like a corporation. They must have.
I don't know.
Because the chef is calling it out as being.
But I don't know. Do we know that he knows? Is that true? Who knows?
Oh, they are a chef. What did you think about overly hitting? Well, first of all, we have to point out before anything else that we started with like the most cliched line, of course, right? If I could give it 0 stars, I would. And then what do we think about the organic banana, organic pudding? Or like, I mean, obviously this is, Chef Earthy. Yeah, Chef Earth. So clearly they care about that. What did you think about them hitting us with that?
Oh, that's so funny, Earth. I don't know. I mean, it seems to me, taking this at face value, if we are assuming that Chef Earth is only telling truths, for it to not be organic also seems weird to me. I mean, we're in a culture where people are consumed with allergies and we're consumed with health. So like, to be a bakery operating in 2025 and to not be organic and to not have other options seems odd to me.
And the fact that like we're charging a pretty penny. It's not like we're charging, this is like cheap street food or something. No offense to street food, which is great. But when you're going to an establishment like this and you're paying a lot of money, I think, yeah, you do probably expect organic or local ingredients. Certainly Chef Earth does.
And to this point, like there was maybe half of a vanilla wafer and then tiny bits of banana. I have personally been affected by Regina George. I have felt that where it's like, and I don't know if that's an issue with scooping out in the vat because you're just getting a little container, but like you got to have multiple wafers on the top and you have to have a lot of banana. It's banana.
Figure it out. Yeah, figure it out. That's just unacceptable. I would be so upset also because it's, first of all, a few things. One, because it's such a decadent thing and it's such a distinct flavor that when you're going for Magnolia banana pudding, there's nothing worse than like being like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to like do a little like treat for myself. And you dig on in there and you are expecting it to taste a certain way. And then it tastes like whipped cream. I would be so upset. So I want to totally validate that. And then I want to also give a nod to there's a zillion places in New York. I mean, obviously Trey's bringing up Billings, but it's true. When you're in New York City, like, come on, babe.
Yeah.
There's like a dime a dozen. You can find, I'm sure, a million places that have banana pudding, that have cupcakes. Keep up with the times, okay? Like, people are going to give up on you, Magnolia, if you keep... It's the Sex and the City of it all is only going to last so long, even with, and just like that.
Well, that's what I'm thinking too. It's like, that's why I only mention that they don't accommodate allergies and stuff, because it is sort of like you're just pushing business away. Like, at least have one gluten-free brownie or something. Like, do something. I don't know.
Right.
It's your prerogative.
Or like rest on your laurels and that like, no, that's just not who we are, but have the most amazing products.
That's right. Because it is to the point.
Like you said, like we both know there's certain restaurants that are like, no substitutions, babe. Like that's not happening. But if that's going to be your stance, then it better be damn good. And there better be a reason for the fact that, certain people in the population can't go there because that's just not your thing. I can find a respect for that somewhere,
correct.
But
you
still have to have good product.
But it seems like we're being triggered. So do we think that Chef Earth is like telling the truth? Are they being shady?
I think that I believe them. I don't know why I believe them. I don't know if it's the fact that they have chef in their name. I think not, because I think that made me sort of like turned off, like, oh, am I going to be like proselytized by a quote unquote chef? So I don't know.
Because I considered not saying chef and just saying C Earth E, because I think it is influencing us, because it's
right.
They may not be a chef. Like, this may not be Paula Deen. This might be someone who is like a home chef.
They're talking about cooking and recipes.
I know. I guess this is the forum with which to complain about this. Like, if you feel like the quality is declining constantly, that then you're like, okay, I can't even go here for cupcakes anymore. I tell all my friends, you can't even do that. The only thing left is this pudding. And then you get the pudding and it's like, there's 2 bananas in here. Like,
yeah, this is like, for me, this is valuable information because, like I said, haven't been there in a while. And I've completely been that person. When Magnolia comes up, then I'm like, you know what? I'm not even into the cupcakes, but I love the banana pudding. And I said that even when you started this review, like, oh, I love, but not everything. So I can see myself in Chef Earth.
Yeah.
So that's valuable. It also makes, I understand that maybe you could see this as shady because we're really talking down about Magnolia, but I do think that it's truthful. And I got to be honest, I think it's probably common.
I know. And I'm entertained. I think the grammatical setup is a little not spectacular.
Yes. I think we pointed out that this is like a interesting way of structuring.
But it drives it home to me in a way.
It does sort of drive it home. And maybe it is a stylistic choice. And I'm entertained in the fact that clearly I'm like heated up about this.
You want to crown it?
Let's do it.
Chelsey and I each have our own set of 0 to 5 crown cards. In an effort to be fair and not banana influence one another, we will simultaneously reveal our ratings.
The queens are tabulating. Total score.
Okay, I'm holding up 4.5 crowns. Trey is holding up 4 crowns. I literally was just holding up 4 crowns, and then I bumped it up to
I was
4.5.
holding 4.5, and I bumped it down. Yeah.
Because you know what? I'm super influenced by this. Like, this has changed me. I think if I go to New York, I'm not going to be having Magnolia's banana. I mean, I don't need it. I live in LA, but like, I'm not ordering Magnolia's banana pudding anymore. That's it. It's the end of an era for me based on this review. It's such a decadent treat to me, and it has such a like specific memory for me that I don't want to ruin it. And that is really impactful. And so I had to go with nearly a review queen here. I took off half crown because I wasn't really sure if we were a little bit pretentious with the chef, which is maybe not fair. But other than that, I thought this was a pretty queenly review and definitely left me feeling a certain kind of way. So 4.5 crowns. Trey went with 4. Why 4?
Everything you just said, I feel like since we know they've attached 563 images, will you attach a couple of images of like no wafers and like literally no chunks of banana? I agree. Like, I'm very influenced. It does make, like, I feel like Chef is pointing out, like, once upon a time, y'all, it's over.
This was the move,
and it's not even
now.
organic, and it's not good for you. Like, just go make your own.
Yeah, totally.
There's a reply.
Okay. All right.
We have a quick reply here. Now, to speak to a question you had before, I don't know if the business owner is different, but this is Bobby L. But there were some responses from someone with a different name.
Okay.
That were labeled business owner. So,
got it.
Bobby L. business owner. Good afternoon. Thank you for your feedback. We're sorry to know that you were so disappointed with the pudding on your recent visit. The ratio of components is definitely important in creating the best banana pudding. If you have a moment, please email us at feedback@magnoliabakery.com with your receipt information and mention your review. We do still take pride in the quality and freshness of our products, and to clarify, we have never claimed that our ingredients are organic. All the best, MB.
The freaking receipt. Do you think that somebody's going to save the receipt? Like, give me a freaking break.
But maybe you could show in your
I could show my credit card, but I don't have a receipt. Like, I can proof of purchase.
To me, I think that is so enraging in your reply on a negative review to say, send us an email with your receipt and we'll see what we can do for you.
I mean, come on. What are you, like, Target number? Like, it's so crazy. If your point is like, we stand behind it and you want to have them email you, which is like eye roll, then like, just be like, send us your email because we'd love to, get you a proper banana pudding in the future.
I mean, they don't even say why. They just say, if you have a moment, email us and mention your review. They don't even say what they're going to do.
Yeah, mention your review. Why? So that we can bribe you into taking it down.
Right. Or we can Google search you and then kill you when you're sleeping.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, no.
I mean,
not a very effective reply.
I don't think it's a good reply. It feels very like formulaic. Like, this is like, we just always copy paste this. And then at the end, it's kind of like baller to be like, we never claimed to be organic, so I don't know why you're bringing it up. But it's also in conjunction, it feels shady as fuck to be like, okay, like, you obviously, I don't know, it feels below the belt to me in a way.
Yeah, it does. Because it's
also,
like,
but conversely,
but it's also,
yeah, I don't know.
And it also goes along with their whole mentality of like, we don't abide by allergies. We don't say we're organic. We do what we want, how we want, when we want, whatever.
But it is funny to me, like when I was reading it and my lips made the consonants, but to be like, we're so sorry to know you were disappointed with the pudding. Like, we're talking about pudding, you guys. We're
talking about pudding. You're right. That's funny.
I don't really need to crown this. I
don't need to crown it.
It's not a very strong.
Not in a. It doesn't tip the scales in the direction of the business.
Like, whatever.
Yeah,
Well, Chef Earth E, if you open up your own bakery, let us know, okay?
totally. Please.
Well, we have done it. We have aired our grievances. We've inspected a review. So, Chelsey, now I'd love for you to shine a light on something truly deserving of a crown, because we have reached the most regal portion of today's show. Who are you inducting today for?
My Royal Highness.
Thanks for asking, Trey. I am inducting that moment when maybe you're running a little bit late, maybe you're meeting a friend for dinner, whatever it is, you're driving over there and you get to the location where you're supposed to be. And just as you pull up to wherever it is that you're going, somebody else is pulling out of the parking spot right in front. And the timing of the universe just works out perfectly. They're not slow. They're not jiggling their keys. They're not looking at their phone. They just happen to be pulling out at the exact same moment that you're pulling in. Maybe they even left a little money for you on the meter. It's still flashing green. That is like winning the lottery. That is such a good feeling when that happens. I just thought I happened to me the other day and I was like, I got to induct this cosmic, beautiful moment as my Royal Highness. I love getting a good parking space.
Especially when you feel like you're getting one over on the universe when there's like $6 left in the meter. Yeah.
I know. You're like, yes, perfect.
All right. Well, we did a queen, the good, the bad, and the kvetchy. That was another round on the RUARQ Ferris wheel of Not the Same.
That's right. Thank you for joining us today. If you like what you heard or saw, please tell a friend.
If you did not like what you heard or saw, please tell an enemy.
Today on this week's After Show Pod, we are rating and reviewing a 5-star review by Randy, not my mother, for Bristol Novelty BM305 Penguin Overhead Mask, one size on Amazon. So hop on over to the After Show.
Wow, I wonder why this was said.
Right.
Do the Urkel. Urkel.
Wow. Remember when he became Stefan and you were like, whoa, hello. Boy, I wonder.
Please remember.
Ignore the haters. You're a queen.
Gender nonspecific queen.
Always. Love you.
Bye, bananas.
Bye. Bye, bananas.
Sign up directly on Apple Podcasts to hear our weekly members-only after show. Unlock additional benefits when you become a Patreon member at reviewthatreview.com/Patreon. Follow us on all the socials at The Review Queens and join our mailing list at reviewthatreview.com. Our kvetch line is open 24/7 at 1-850-REVIEW-0. You never visit, you never write. Give us a call now!
Oh my goodness.
Now I want bananas.
I want banana pudding now, but not Magnolia. Where am I going to get it?
Get it from Magnolia. Order it from Hollywood.
I'm not going to get Magnolia now that I've read
Really?
Chef Earthy's. I'm out. I think I'm out.
I've been out for a while. Billy's is definitely better.
Yeah, there's got to be somewhere else that has good banana pudding. I need to get some banana pudding now. I want some.
The ratio,
or maybe I'll make some with organic ingredients.
The ratio of the bananas, though, also banana splits. I love a banana split.
You love a banana. My mom likes a banana split. I'm not like, I like a banana pudding. I'm not such a banana split gal.
Girl, nothing is better to me than banana with ice cream and whipped cream.
I can get behind it.
Love it. But when you get those chintzy diner ones and they like do like they cut the banana in half, right? Down the middle, but they don't give you all 4 parts. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're giving me 3 of the 4? Because you slice it down the middle and then you slice it down the other way. So it's like you're making, you're like opening it up like across or something. I don't know.
So it's 4 quadrants?
Yes, 4 quadrants, but they only give you 3. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's a banana. Anyway, we'll see you guys on Friday.
See you Friday. Bye, Queens.
Thanks for watching, Queens. Click here to subscribe and click here
For more videos.